YouTube. It has been a while. I'm feeling froggy. I think it's the big thunderstorm coming in tonight. It's October, I think, 16th or 17th. And I just felt like doing this video, to be honest, just out of the blue, out of nowhere. I wanted to just show off my truck. You know, this is my work truck. This is the truck that, you know, it's not my truck, it's my company's truck. I'm a contractor, and it's not clean. So anybody that, you know, is judgmental and be sensitive, you know, you're probably not a truck driver. You probably shouldn't be watching the video. But for truck drivers, they're going to be looking around. They want to see what it's like being in a semi truck. What's it like living in a semi truck? You know, for anybody that doesn't know, I've been trucking a little while now, and I've kind of not perfected, but I got my little system and how I live and how I operate in a truck. You know, the little things and just the certain way that things are put together and organized and things that I keep on the road that just makes sense. You know, and you know, I'm just a normal guy. So, you know, my truck, you know, especially with a dog, I think I already showed you the dog, you know, it's gonna be dirty. It just stays dirty in this truck. I mean, it's just part of it. But I got my little system. You know, I've turned into a Volvo guy. You know, I started in a Kenworth, been in a few Freightliner, Cascadias. You know, I have never been in a Peterbilt. I'm a modern, you know, steering wheel holder, I guess. But you know, I get around and do my thing. And like I said, I did not do what probably a lot of folks do, and they straight up like cleaned everything up for you. I mean, you can see this is, for a lot of people, they might be, I don't care right now. I literally just got done driving a full day, and I work a lot. I'm not in the mood. I'm going to clean up. It's actually the weekend, so I got to clean up. But, you know, it's been a full week of working. This is a working truck. And, but I just want to go through kind of what I got going on, you know, what makes my organization, my truck, and what I got in here for me. Give people some ideas, maybe, you know, because, you know, honestly, it's not a bad idea to, hey man, you know, the little things over time that you know, change up in what you keep in the truck, and little things make a difference, you know. So just to start out, I guess we'll start right here. I've gotten to where, you know, I keep a vest right here, just in them chances that I need to get it real quick. I don't even have to get fully into the truck. Usually I should be able to just slide this up. I can be standing down in the ground, and I can hopefully get this thing. I can get it quick, fast, and in a hurry. I ain't got to shuffle around. I may not even have to get in the truck, and I could just get right to it. Another key thing, this was somebody else's, but these little seatbelt things, big deal when you spend as much time driving as we do. Keep that seatbelt from scraping you up. This was actually somebody else's. He happened to have two on here, or she, probably he, and I kept them. I got my own, a little bit different. I used to only do one at a time, but it is what it is. That's a deal. That's a serious deal. And then, you know, for several years I never used one of these, and man, now it's like, you gotta have it. I mean, you know, you just gotta have this thing. It helps you turn the wheel a lot easier, a lot faster in them quick moments that you need. You'll see I have an iPad here, and I have another one here, navigation and some entertainment. And you know, every now and then you got to have a little sticky note for yourself. If you can see, I avoid certain tolls. I just try to remind myself. And that's just a little sticky note. I keep some extra sticky notes down here. This is kind of a new thing I started doing, where I keep sticky notes here if I need to make a quick note. These are my driving glasses. This is a key thing, folks. Let me tell you something right now. It took me several years of driving to figure out the right glasses for driving, and boy, I found it. It's not the Ray-Bans. It's just the glasses that's got a gradient lens, where half of the lens is clear and half of the lens is tinted. It's kind of an indoor sunglass kind of thing. Really stylish. Most people don't know anything about them, don't use them. Let me tell you something. It's the perfect blend. It took me a while to really figure that out. I think I'm telling y'all some serious juice. And it's a big deal, because with regular sunglasses, even really certain, like, really low tint options, it is a serious problem. And just a little bit too much light gets taken out, and I don't like it. So it's about that perfect blend. I mean, I tried a handful of different things, and that was it. And then somebody gave me this the other day up in Connecticut. It's a little baby Jesus. I've devoted my life to Jesus ever since what happened to Charlie Kirk and all the evilness that I saw. So I definitely appreciate that. But you'll notice this windshield. This is kind of a little secret. Okay, I don't know about you other truck drivers, but I know for me, I clean the windshield a little bit when I'm at the truck stops. They have the little squeegees for the non-truck drivers. You don't know about that, but we can clean them. We get a lot of bugs, you know. And, I do that, especially in the winter. But this time of year, I like to wait for the rain. I don't know about y'all, but I like to gather up a bunch of daggum bugs. Windshield messy, son. And there's something so fulfilling about you finally get that good rain, and then you just wash in the mud bug juice just flowing. And that's going to happen here in a couple hours when it finally rains. I've been waiting for a good rain for about, I don't know, man. I think it's been like 2 or 3 weeks. There's something kind of special about, it's kind of the little things in life, it is what it is. But, yeah, so my iPad, these are these RAM mounts. Maybe I'll put a link. Maybe you know about them. I keep a little flag down here. I've been doing this ever since I kind of got patriotic and started. And it just goes into this vent right here. And, yeah, there's a little vent there. I stick that in there. I've been doing that. And, this wiring plugs into here. This other iPad plugs into here. This goes to my GPS. I just got the 7-inch. I've got enough graphs, so that's all I need. I usually run 2 GPSs at one, that, and then I'll have Trucker Path, and every now and then I'll mix in like Apple Maps, Google Maps. And, this is where I keep my BOL, especially since we do some hazmat stuff sometimes, quite a bit. So I keep my BOLs up here, and I keep my previous BOLs, paperwork, receipts, stuff for my business in there, because I am operating as a business, even though I drive someone else's truck. And I started clipping a clipboard. I needed one for a little business trip that I took when I was looking to buy a truck. And now I keep it in the truck, and it's actually kind of a nice little addition. This is my little phone holder. I keep a fresh pair of socks up here every day. I keep a little note down there to remind me of something every now and then. Let's see. I keep my wallet and some Bluetooth headphone things there. I've got this is a car charger thing down here that it's got a I've got a what are they called? Let me see. Turn this light on real quick. I've got one of these charge boxes. I can't even think of the name right now, but I keep a couple things plugged in here. It just gives me some extra options. This is to charge my phone, and this is to charge Molly's e-collar here. And it just gets tucked way back up in here. Don't have no problems. It's been very good and very reliable for me. I keep a little prescription. I got to remind myself to refill that. I keep some essential oil and some, allergy medicine. I keep congestion medicine and sinus medicine and allergy medicine down there pretty much at all times, especially certain times of the year. That grass pollen is for real. I usually tuck all my waters underneath this passenger seat. Underneath here. That's the seat. That is definitely her seat. And I usually can shove, 6 to 9 gallons. It kind of alternates different types of jugs, But yeah, and I keep them down there. And that's her water bowl. And then up here, let's see. A couple lighters every now and then. Want to get a little nicotine, keep some pins, every now and then that beard's got to get together, get sauced up. I bought this when I was kind of new into trucking. Bought this like down in New Mexico, and it's just been a little keepsake that I've kept with me, and it rides with me. So, and this is her little woogie. Where to get the woogie? Can you get the woogie? Can you get the woogie? No, you get the woogie. Oh, she will get the woogie. Oh, she will get the woogie for me. Oh, you crazy mutt. Oh, nice. So her bed configuration. Come here, Papa. Come over here for me. Let me see this. So, kind of a special deal, you know. She likes to ride up here most of the time. I keep a blanket. Sometimes in the winter, it's nice just to give her a little something extra. But also, sometimes in the warm season, when the sun is really blasting, sometimes I'll take that blanket, put it over her, and just get her eyes off of the sun so she can get a little rest from the sun. But honestly, usually, I don't even do that a whole lot anymore. Usually, it just lives down in here, and it just kind of gives a little extra little pillow. And it's positioned well. I'll try to keep it where she can get some fans from the AC in, because, I mean, the sun is no joke. The sun and this big windshield be coming in, and it'd be warm, and you get a lot of heat in these trucks. So even with the AC on, you know, it could be warm in here sometimes. So the system, it's just a regular old doll bed. And then this one is a rectangular one. And what I did is, this cushion is the same thing on this side, but I pushed it down and put that rectangular one all the way down. And it just keeps everything in place, because if you just put a doll bed in here, this is a special, I'm taking a little pride in this. This has worked really flawlessly for me, you know, over 500,000 miles. And, you know, it takes a particular kind of setup. You can't find a right, you know, setup online for, you know, a dog setup in these trucks, you know. But you can makeshift something. And that just gives her an extra little pillow. She lays her head here all the time looking out. And when we're going down the road, it also gives her just a little extra sidewall here. And the biggest thing is it just holds this mattress in here, because all the time she'll be coming in, she'll be knocking this crap down. If you just put this mattress down in here, it would be falling apart all the time and just coming down, and you'd have to fix it all the time. So that holds it in place. And I push it way down in here in the seat, and it stays together pretty dang good. Then up in here, so you got some compartments and stuff. This is the supplements. You know, you work long hours, all kind of stuff. Got vitamin supplements, little caffeine supplements, you know, just different things up in there to keep you going. And then up here, you know, when it comes to cleaning, you know, part of the cleaning, you know, this scrubbing and brushing the dust and the dog hair on the dash, you know, that's kind of a deal. I got a couple different sizes, and you get up in the vents, man. You get up in here, you live in a truck, you got to have a particular setup to clean things, you know. And you got to get up in these vents where they get dust and even some dog hair and dander. Got to brush that stuff every now and then. And that's how it's done. I keep an extra toothbrush and toothpaste right here, quick, easy to get, because when we're on the go and working like we are, you got to get to that toothbrush every now and then, real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Keep some hygiene wipes. I keep a Bluetooth, like a trucker headset. I never use it. I just use a regular headset. This is kind of a thing I picked up on. A lot of times as a trucker in like the winter time, what'll happen is, even if it's like not snowing, it's just so much moisture all over the place, melting snow. You know, there's several months out of the year, the truck is just constantly getting dirty. Me walking in, the dog walking in. And I've gotten to where I keep some extra rags, and I just throw them down on the floorboard, and we could both walk on them. And it's just a quick, easy system. I wash these every week or two. And that's that. I also have a drying towel, so sometimes the dog gets really wet. This, you know, grabs a lot of moisture. You know, cleaning supplies. You know, just you gotta do your thing out here sometimes. Gots to do it. So that's kind of the setup. Oh, another cool thing here, I slide the seat all the way forward, and that really helps with the whole system that I got going on. And then in this gap where the seat can be slid back, I put a Bluetooth speaker right here. And this is something I've been doing. I used to keep the speaker up there, and it would be part of her head support. But now, you know, this year, just mixing it up. I keep I completely mixed it up. And you know, it's good because, you know, you use them little boom boxes, just, you know, the sound, the frequency that they're at. Oh man, after a couple hours of listening, it's like really fatiguing. And these bigger boom boxes is definitely the way to go for the extra sound, but also the frequency. They don't wear your ears out. It's a big deal. And I just got a power cord. The power is going underneath and it goes around and it goes back here to where I got some things plugged in like a power supply or something. And the power supply goes all the way around here and plugs in to the outlet right there. And it's actually been a flawless system, man. A lot of the stuff around here is obviously pretty janky, but it works. And for all the truck drivers, you know what this is. Gotta have it. It's down there. I've got mine attached to the passenger seat, and that helps you clean. It's an air gun. Important deal, especially with a dog. That's really an important deal with a dog, okay? You got the curtains. For the non-truck drivers, you can find out somewhere else. I keep my winter jacket, Carhartt, way to go. And then I keep a rain jacket, just a nice thin rain jacket for the times that you need. Let's see. So this is Molly's compartment here. Actually, you know what? Let's jump up here. I keep some extra towels, and when I get to cooking some food at the house, bring something with me, or I have extra food that I cook, I keep a little extra Tupperware. This is glass, and it's got some, the glass, I guess, keeps the food a little fresher, a little better. And it's got these cushion things. It's pretty nice, I keep laundry detergent and what are those? The daggum dryer sheets. I also keep in here, I keep my little 2-burner stove to cook with, and that plugs into the back. And then up here, this is Molly's food bowl. This is a big supplement that I add in her dinner every night. It's kind of the base. Just extra supplies. A lot of those supplements I've got extras of because I'll be out on the road for, 2-3 months at a time, easy. A lot of times 3 to 6 months, it can be that way. Like this year I did like 5 months. I'm just in that phase of my career, and that's probably getting ready to change. I'm gonna slow down a little bit, do a little different. Same thing up here. I keep an extra set. They're actually torn, but they became my backup set of linen for the bed. Just because in an emergency, like for example, I had one time where Molly had a little upset tummy or whatever, she threw up, and I've got a backup set always ready. It's torn. It's not the go-to set. It works really good. Honestly, I probably might even want to get another backup set. It's a really good deal to have that extra backup set, especially if you have a pet. Yeah, this is Molly's deal. I do half a can of dog food a day along with some refrigerated dog food. And so I got this little protector to keep it fresh. Actually, room temperature, I've never had any problems doing that. And she gets a peanut butter treat quite often. And she gets, every now and then, we do these treats to help her get a good night's sleep. It's good for the immune system. It's good for some different things. She definitely enjoys getting that. Also in the wintertime, I keep some emergency food in here. This is like worst case scenario, stranded. I've got something, okay? And this is where I keep all of her extra cans. We're actually running low. I can usually put 12 to 16 cans in here at a time, maybe a little more. I also keep some emergency food for her. I keep, this is some, they're basically, honestly, I want to explain the one back here. I got one back here. It's basically freeze-dried stuff. It's freeze-dried. I keep some in here as a backup, and then as also keep some as an emergency. I've got this 2 bags just as an emergency, all right? Because sometimes it do be like that. Sometimes I can't get to a grocery store, or I always save one for a legitimate emergency, okay? Because they can happen out here. I guess I'll go up here now. Got some things going on. I've been having a lot of allergy issues, so I was going to experiment with this, the Neti Petty or whatever it's called. You know, I've had a good experiences with it, but I just never even got to using it and whatnot. But I've got it with me, kept it with me. Here I got a mobile printer and set up. I've got, you know, I've got stamps, I've got envelopes, I've got some paper, I've got extra ink, and a mobile printer, Bluetooth, and it works really good. And I keep that in there. This is kind of my medicine. It is my medicine cabinet. I keep some supplements and some stimulants, but mostly this is all medicine for sickness. You know, keep extra allergy meds. I've got some pain pills if I need to get real quick. You just the normal stuff, you know, and some supplements to help, like if I get, you know, it's vitamins a little bit too. But, you know, just for sicknesses too, because sometimes you're out here and, you know, I can't get to a grocery store, I'm sick, and it's just rough. You got to keep, you know, everything you may need, you got to have it. And I keep now that it's getting close to wintertime, I keep an extra water right here. Probably should do more, but in an emergency, I've got an extra thing of water. And other than that, it's just some little knick-knack things in there, nothing too crazy. Here, this is where I keep all the, you know, food and stuff, you know. I got some extra paper towels. I've got, you know, stuff for making salad. Obviously, I don't do a whole lot of that anymore these days, but, you know, keep it's my food cabinet, okay? Scissors, you know, just food stuff. This is for cleaning. You know, cleaning stuff. You know, you can do, I've got a collapsible sink that I keep up here. It's pretty cool. You should look that up. If you need a sink, if you are on the road and you don't want to have to go into the truck stop, you can keep a little sink. Another thing I do, I keep a portable toilet with me. You can look that up on Amazon. It's probably the best investment I've ever made in my trucking career. Use that a lot more than I'd like to admit. It's part of being on the road. It's not a perfect world, that's for damn sure. Down here, I actually keep an electric blower, like you would a leaf blower. It's separate. It's you know, separated into two parts. I keep that down there to clean the trailer of a dry van. And I keep extra bags in here for trash, because we try to throw our trash away out here. We don't just throw our trash everywhere. Okay, that's my trash can. I just loop it. Hey, listen, if you know this is the trash can, okay, folks? You don't have to do anything special. I've been doing this for 4 years, over 500,000 miles. You have bag, you loop it, I keep it there, and then when I get to a trash can, I throw it away. I don't throw my shit everywhere, okay? Please do that. Pass it along. Be great. Maybe we can actually park at a Walmart from now on or something. All right. Let's see. I keep an extra blanket. I alternate. I have my summer blanket right down here now. It's just smaller. It's lighter. I don't need to be as warm. That is my winter blanket. It used to be my main blanket, but I kind of switched it up. Now that we're in that time of year where you alternate between shorts and pants, I've got my sweatpants here ready to go. This is my laundry bag. I've got a, this is my laptop bag, my MacBook, and my cases for when I do transport my iPads out of the truck. Up here, simple 700 watt microwave, okay? In a Volvo VNL, you can get about a 19-inch microwave. I can go a little bit bigger, but this is what I've been working with. It straps up here, hold it down pretty decent. And up here, got a power inverter. That's what that other thing was, called a power inverter. And, you know, that's just an extra plug-in if I need one. It does power. I've got a lamp down there. And then plugged back into where the microwave goes in, this is my Verizon Wi-Fi box, home internet Wi-Fi box. This is my water bottle for the sleeper. Only thing in here is water. And then up there, I've got a water bottle, really nice stainless steel inside and all that. and that's for only up at the front. And that I mix, vitamin supplements and things like that with it. And I just, whenever I need water, I usually keep my water back here just like that, and I keep my water bottle just like that. Easy peasy. This is my lamp. It's supposed to be like, basically like, it's supposed to like cancel out Wi-Fi, EMF things. I don't really know. It's kind of expensive. I don't really know if it works. Probably doesn't. Conspiratorial. I don't know. I know that I wanted to try it because you get out here on the road. I've been inside of trucks they're so wired with electronics and stuff that the frame, you touch the frame or inside of the truck, you get zapped. And I know that's different, but also you get into truck stops where there's so many Wi-Fi signals around you all the time. That can't be too good. That can't be too good. Like literally I could get on my Wi-Fi and I could see, 5, 10, 15, 20 different Wi-Fi options. It's just part of it. So these are things, when I'm in the sleeper, these are things I need to get to quick. Heartburn medication, sleep, melatonin, L-theanine, really good to help you get to sleep, stay asleep well. Stuff like that, man. This is pretty cool. This is it's like a wipe you put on your finger, and you can brush your dog's teeth with it without having to do a toothbrush. Molly actually really likes it. It's the only way I can really brush her teeth. Keep a plug in. This plugs into a few different things. One, to charge my phone, but also sometimes I'll do the PS4 controller with it. But also the biggest thing is, one of the biggest little things I got, little mods, is I keep a fan. Even with having AC in here, just the fans in the trucks are always all the way over here. This is the fans for the sleeper. They're far away. This really helps you have some air right there at your head, and it's really nice. And it's a little clip-on fan. These flies are a real problem when you're out here on the road. I literally spend days sometimes just begging the fly to get the fuck out of the truck. But they usually don't, so keep a fly swatter. I also forgot to mention that I keep one up here, up at the front of the dash in the event. One of the cool things, collapsible, little bowls and stuff works really, really good. You can get them in like the camping section. I keep cooking materials, gotta have these. I cook every now and then. I used to cook a lot more than I do now. Keep extra napkins and stuff. Silverware, gotta have that. I've got several different skillets and pots and pans right here for doing some cooking stuff. And keep some extra forks, just stuff like that. Let's see. Yeah, and then you got this netting. This is really important when you got so much stuff. I like to use the double bunk, so keep all this stuff where I can get to it and keep it from falling out over to me. So this here is my shower bag. This is my big, this is my, bag for all my clothes and stuff. I just got this, went through a few bags already, and I finally got me a really good quality bag. Not cheap, son, but this is a Carhartt, and my experience with Carhartt, it's good shit. So that's probably gonna hopefully, I'm thinking it's gonna last a while. One of the things I do, it's one of those little, trick little things. Listen, I don't care if you think you've got an assigned semi-truck. If you stay with a carrier long enough, you're probably going to end up in a different truck. And it's really frustrating because we tend to keep a lot of stuff. Well, I keep these large boxes, cardboard, moving boxes, and I break them down. And whenever I'm in a situation, this happens, like your truck break down, you get thrown in another truck, or, this is my 4th truck with this carrier in 3 years. It happens, and you want to be able, these are enough boxes I can do that with, and it's important, to be able to move in a flash. You know, anything could happen. For another example, I might decide I want to quit. If I decide I want to quit, I need to be able to drop my stuff off at the house and whatnot. So, yeah. This is an electric APU. Runs off a lithium battery. The lithium battery is underneath the bunk. Underneath this whole bed is a big storage thing that lifts up. And, you know, I keep tools and stuff. And we're not going to get into this one, but, yeah. This is like a table. I never really use it. It folds out. It comes out as a table. Who cares? I don't. I'm a pillow guy, okay? You know, I got a lot going on here, okay? I'm kind of, you know, I gotta have some pillows, okay? You know, I'm not kidding about my pillows. It's 3 of them, and then, like, you got one of those granny pillows or whatever, and then another pillow, okay? I gotta have some pillows, man. And then here, PS4, you know, get on it every now and then, you know, it's nothing crazy. But, yeah, every now and then you just need a little extra entertainment. And it's just Velcroed. This is a wall thing. It's just Velcroed in. I've got it just Velcroed in. It works really well. Like, yeah, I've had times where they come apart, but I just put it back on. I get some new Velcro tape, double-sided. It's fine. No big deal. This is kind of an interesting setup. You know, I've been in trucks where they have the mounted TV mounts. Cool. This is a 32-inch TV. You can do that with the 32, but, you know, this carrier was paying some good money, and the miles were really, really good. I was making some money. So I did not give a shit that I didn't have a TV mount. I was just fine. And I've made this work, believe it or not. This truck is actually, it's so freaking crazy. You know, I'm hoping that it's one person that watches this video that is like, man, I wonder if I need a TV mount in the truck. Some of these carriers don't have TV mounts. I can't go to that carrier. Listen, the Volvo VNL, I'm in the 760. The 860s and stuff is different. 760. It's set up perfect to where you can do a janky system like this. I keep the same box that it came in. I stuff it in there. It's the perfect size. And I've been doing this for like 2 years, okay? And I just take the TV and lay it down whenever I'm done, when I take off in the morning, and when I get done for the day, I just put it up, and it's so crazy. There's a little lip thing right here, and I just snap, it just kind of fits in there and helps hold it up. It's freaking awesome. You know, it works, okay? So, part of the extra boxes, I keep one. I just started doing this, and I might convert more into actual, you know, Tupperware boxes like this. This is a pretty good quality, I guess. You know, kind of built for tough kind of thing. And it's a box, you know, this box here is specifically a bunch of extra stuff that I keep with me, and it's pretty much 90% full. That sometimes I need it, a lot of times I don't, but I've got it. And it's right there, okay? And there's some extra med stuff here that I get to. Extra toilet paper. This bag back here is like a hiking bag. It's waterproof. I keep an extra pair of waterproof shoes in there in the event that I literally get in a hurricane like I've been before, or just, you know, it's snow. I keep my snowshoes up in here. And I actually have shoes just for snow. They're shoes, and then they have an attachment. They're waterproof shoes. They're very comfortable. And they have these, like, grip things underneath them. They're almost like spikes, and it actually works really well. Whenever there's snow or ice, man, there's certain times where you got that ice, yo. You can slip quick, fast, and in a hurry walking around, because you got to walk around all the time. You know, checking into a shipper receiver, trying to use a porta potty or go and get a shower, whatever, you know. And this is, you know, this is pretty much, so I recommend, man, this right here is a key deal. Whenever you have to move out of your truck for the first time and you're panicking, yo, like, oh my God, I got to move all this stuff. How am I going to do that? Make sure you got everything in boxes, all your stuff, okay? And then when you move into the truck, just break the boxes down and keep the boxes with you. I've been doing this for over a year, I believe. And it's an important system. It's an important system. I got a book bag back there, a lot of personal stuff in that. And I think that pretty much sums it up. I also keep a few other things, though. I have an extra, like, Tupperware bag, 1 or 2, that are kind of falling apart, but they're backups. And you want those because, say you're in an event where your truck breaks down, or you want to spend the night in a motel, hotel, or the weekend, right? You don't want to have to take a bunch of shit, okay? You want to be able to just grab a bag that's already empty, fill it up with some stuff and some other things you need, and I can get into another truck and go. Like, literally, I can grab a couple handfuls of stuff and a bag, and I can be in a motel or, you know, something like that. And, you know, it's about having those backups and those systems in place. It's so important, and that's really why I'm doing this. So every truck driver has a good piss bottle. We're going to hide that. I'll save y'all from that, but it's part of it. I want to show you something about these shoes. This is truck driver shoes right here. So this shoe is called a Kizik. Kizik. K-I-Z-I-K. Look, listen. That's a truck driver shoe right there, in my opinion, okay? Okay? This shoe, you can take on and take off without having to, like, touch the shoe. It's designed. I can't do it right here, but if you look them up, I'm telling you right now, you know, when you're on them long road trips and you need to just take your shoes off while you're driving for a little while, you know, don't let the DOT know. That's kind of a deal, okay? I would never do something like that because that's technically illegal, but, you know, in the event, that's what that's for. Back here, yo, this is a deal right here, okay? The dog needs a little treat, needs a little snack every now and then, so I keep some snacks right here, and I can just easy get it right here, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And here, this is a slide-out deal. Every now and then, I'll sit back here and eat and just look out the window. It's also, you know, a place you can do some notes or whatever. It could be on your computer. But I keep a lot of supplements here, you know. Every now and then get a fish oil supplement. You know, every now and then you start feeling a little sick. You need some quercetin and some zinc, vitamin C, D, stuff like that. Toenail clippers, just, you know, immune support. This is really good for really getting that blood pressure down, especially when you got that DOT physical, you know what I'm saying? You need to make sure that your blood pressure is good, you know what I'm saying? You know, all that, extra melatonin and stuff, you know, because as a truck driver, you get used to keeping yourself awake, okay? I can fight through tiredness and sleepiness too easily. Sometimes it's like, I should go to sleep, I'm tired, don't want to, can't. It's like, you just get so used to fighting sleepiness, you just fight right through it. It's just crazy. The previous trucker had this. I have no use for it. It's kind of an odd place. Don't care for it. Maybe there's a use for it. I haven't experimented. Could be, though. Maybe keep a rag there. Maybe keep a jacket, but I don't like it goes too far down. I mean, it's possible. It could be a deal. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but that's pretty well the setup I really wanted to show. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, I didn't go through all the stuff in here, but, oh, yeah, I keep a lot extra, like, Molly stuff. I keep you never know when you might need a little heat laser gun. It's actually come in handy. But Molly's got a sweater. She's got some winter boots. Because, you know, sometimes we see frigid temperatures, okay? We're going to see negative 20s, negative 30s. You know, we could see negative 50s. And you're talking about, you know, snow and ice on the ground. She still got to go out and potty and, you know, got to do it. Gum is kind of a nice little thing. Keep electrolyte supplements, you know. Yeah, some extra supplements in here I mix in every now and then. Yeah, just, you know, some extra winter clothes like toboggans, stuff like this. I just transitioned back into getting some winter gear back in here recently because it's getting about that time. I keep this here to clean glasses and also to clean my screens every now and then. This is also every now and then a sweat rag, but it also cleans the screens. Right here, I've got the truck manual and the hazmat booklet that I have, per regulations, I have to keep within my person. I keep some sun proof for arms. You get that trucker tan, your arms hanging out by the window all day. It's just a sleeve, works really good. I also have some protective gloves. Those are little things, maybe that means something to you. Maybe you don't know about that, but I told you, so now you know. I also keep one here. I don't really like this, but I got a tattoo now, so I'm trying to keep the sun off of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, trying to keep sun off the tattoo. Anyway, yeah, that sums it up. Pretty much. So, I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed watching, and like, for real, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you. I hope you got something out of it. I think that about sums it up. Peace. Can you say bye to them? Ooh, you got a little tail wag. Ooh, you got the little tail wag. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. We outie.